What is up, everyone, and welcome back for another video. My name is Ivan, and on today's episode of Ivan's Chicano Kitchen, I will be making something that is not Mexican or American, but Korean. So we all love Bulgogi beef. It's just basically like teriyaki beef, but the Korean style. I'm gonna also make a quick kimchi. I call it a Kwickchi. It's not fermented for long because I really don't like the really strong taste, but when you cook it, like when you make it nice and fresh, it's crispy and adds a lot of vibrancy to your dish, and it makes it so much better. So with that, let's get cooking. Alrighty, everyone, so the way we're going to start off this dish today is going to be by making the marinade for the bulgogi beef. Then I'm going to slice up our tri-tip. I got a nice little tri-tip. You can use whatever type of beef you love. Short ribs work awesome with this. I just like to I happen to like the thinly sliced beef. It just makes it like more like you're going to Korean barbecue. So with that, let's make that marinade. So in this bowl, I have 8 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of sugar. I have 1.5 tablespoons of sesame oil, and I'm also going to add 3 whole garlic cloves, 6 green onions, and I'm going to be adding an Asian pear. So the Asian pear make sure you have that. So we're going to go ahead and add all these things to the blender, blend it all together, and then we're going to have a delicious marinade. So in go the soy sauce, the sugar, and the sesame oil. It smells really, really fragrant. It smells super good. Drop that in there. And take our garlic cloves, drop that in there. Our green onions, we're gonna just cut those into thirds. And we throw in our Asian pear. And that's it. We'll blend that up, make it nice and smooth. And then when I come back, I'm gonna be slicing up our beef super thin, and I'll be pouring the marinade over it. And then we'll make the kimchi after that. And it's also super easy. I'll let you guys know what the ingredients are. Mostly everybody has all these things in their pantry already anyways. So let's go ahead and blend this up, and then we'll be back with the next step. Alrighty, everyone, so our next step is going to be for us to slice up our beef. I chose tri-tip because it is affordable and it has great marbling, which means the fat runs through all the muscles really, really well. So then you get a more tender piece of steak that way. Everybody loves filet mignon, but the truth of the matter is it doesn't have a lot of fat, so it doesn't have a lot of flavor. But it is a super tender cut of meat. But if you cook this right, you're going to have, this is going to be super delicious, and I'm sure you guys will love it. So let's go ahead and slice this up, and what I do is I put this in the freezer before I cut it, so it makes it a little bit easier to cut thinner. And with that, let's cut it as thin as possible. Try to cut it at a little bit of an angle, get a little bit of a nice little piece, so you can see all the fat running right through the muscle. It's gonna make for a super tender cut of beef. This is going to be super awesome. Right now that it's kind of hard to get into any kind of restaurant. Korean barbecue is definitely one of my favorite meals. I would say my favorite beef is like brisket, but I've been trying to look for it in the grocery stores and it's kind of hard to find. So I'm just kind of improvising with this. But this piece of beef is super delicious, so I know it's going to be super awesome, and you guys are going to love it when you guys try making this at home.
And there it is. You want to just make sure you mix your beef really well in there. smells super fragrant, awesome. The sesame oil is probably by far the strongest condiment. It smells really strong, but it smells really, really good.
Definitely the way you want to go. The green onion makes it smell really, really good too. There it is. Beautiful bulgogi beef, marinating. And next time we're gonna move on to our kimchi, and I'll show you guys next how I make that. Alrighty guys, so the next step is for us to make our kimchi, and basically that's usually made with cabbage, but it takes a little while to do the cabbage one, and I prefer to make cucumber, green onion, and carrot kimchi. Like I said before, I'm not going to be fermenting it for a long time. It's just going to be made for now, and it's just adds some freshness, crispness, and it's just a super good accompaniment to the bulgogi beef. And I also have some white rice in the steamer. And for the white rice, super easy. It's generally 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. And with that, let's make the kimchi paste, which is also super easy. And then we'll chop up all the vegetables and we'll mix them up in the paste. And let's go ahead and do that now. And it's super easy. It's half a cup of red Korean chili flakes. So I use this one because it has a perfect amount of spice. So that goes in. Here I have 5 large cloves of garlic, which will equate to 6 or 7 normal garlic cloves. That goes in there. Here I have a 1/4 cup of fish sauce. Here I have about, I'd say, 2 inches of fresh ginger. That you can find in any store, and adds brightness and a little bit of spiciness, and it's super delicious. And I also have more Asian pear here, about 1/3 of it, and that goes in as well. And then we're gonna blend that up. That's gonna turn into a paste, and then I'm gonna rub that all over these vegetables I have right over here, and that's gonna be it. And then it'll be pretty much ready to go. All right, everyone. So now it's time for us to make our kimchi. I already put all of our ingredients inside the blender. I have that paste right over here. Smells really, really yummy. It smells a little spicy. And next up, we're gonna julienne our cucumbers, our carrots, and we're gonna just cut these into sections. It's super easy. So we're gonna just take our green onions. I just cut a little bit of end off. Cut it into, I'd say, like 2-inch pieces. The ends and everything, because everything is yummy in here. We take that, we throw that into our bowl. Now we can do our carrots. Our carrots, we just want to try to slice those as thin as possible.
So to cut that in half again, and half again, so little thin pieces like that. Should be good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and prepare all these guys, and when I'm done cutting up all these vegetables, then we will add the paste, and that basically makes the kimchi. It's ready to go. No need for fermentation. It's ready and delicious right then and there. So let's go ahead and watch me do all these, and we're going from there.
Okay guys, now we're going to do our cucumber, same thing. I want to just do a nice little thin cut on that. And there it is guys, all our vegetables. Now we're going to just take our red chili paste. Go ahead, take that. Dump that right inside. As our garlic cloves, our ginger, the fish sauce, the red chili flakes. Yeah, it's gonna be super delicious. I'm just trying to get all this goodness out of here. Okay, that looks good. Now for this next step, I'm gonna put on a glove so I can mix this by hand really well and get that red chili paste and all the nooks and crannies of all the vegetables.
And that's it. You have a delicious, homemade, super easy to make kimchi. Looks good. Well, I can't wait to taste this. This is gonna be an awesome bite. I used 1 whole Persian cucumber. I used about 3 carrots for the amount of paste that we made today, and that seems to be about the perfect amount to coat all these vegetables. Alrighty, oopsie, that was getting away from us. Alright, so that's beautifully mixed.
And now the next step is going to be for me to cook my bulgogi beef. I'm going to take the most of the marinade off the meat. Like, I'm going to try to drain that as much as possible so I can take that marinade, put it into a smaller pan, and cook that down to concentrate the flavors. So let's go ahead and do that next. But for now, I'm going to take this glove off, clean up a little bit, and we'll be back with the next step. Alrighty everyone, so we're on to one of our final steps, which is basically cooking down this bulgogi. I already drained as much of the liquid as I could, and I put it into this little skillet right over here, and that's basically going to just cook down, and it's going to thicken up a little bit. It's going to concentrate the flavors, and it's going to be super bomb. I'm going to put that on top of my bulgogi beef. I'm going to go ahead and throw that into a skillet, which is right over here, already getting nice and hot. And yeah, we're going to have a nice, beautiful bite of Korean barbecue, and I can't wait, and it's going to be super delicious. Alrighty everyone, so we've come to my favorite part, the very best part, and that's when we do a taste test. So here I have beautiful white rice, our delicious looking kimchi, our nicely cooked down bulgogi beef, and this is basically a nice thick teriyaki sauce that was what I took from the leftover marinade from the beef. And it wasn't extra, it was the marinade that was in it. I just drained the meat and cooked it down and concentrated it, and that's basically going to be a homemade delicious teriyaki. So now let's go ahead and assemble a plate, and then I'll take a nice big bite and let you guys know exactly what it tastes like. Alrighty everyone, so now we're at my favorite part, the taste test. The plate looks beautiful. We got our delicious cucumber, onion, and carrot kimchi, perfectly cooked white rice that we cooked in our steamer, and our bulgogi beef. And with that, let's have a nice little taste. So I want to try to get a little bit of everything. We're going super authentic with the chopsticks. I'm going to take a little cucumber in there, a piece of green onion, piece of carrot, put to the side because it's a little bit big. And let's have a nice big bite of this. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go step by step. Let's do one at a time, and that's going to work a little bit better. Wow. It's super delicious. Wow, that's so good. It's definitely making my Korean barbecue craving go away. Pardon me. And it's super delicious. I really hope you guys try this at home. It's awesome. This is delicious. This is delicious. This is delicious. All combined, it's super delicious. I hope you guys like this video. Once again, I've been with Ivan's Chicano Kitchen. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video, to my channel. I would really appreciate it as it helps me grow. And until next time, it's Ivan. Thank you guys.